I started originally when I was 9 years old.
Ô DJ, toca aquela do Santos, por favor.
My mom, she had a friend that had a computer that he gave us to use. But the first inspiration was my brother. He was the first one to start the programs on the computer. Years later, I kept doing it and kept doing it, and I turned 18. I knew I wanted to do it for real. I wasn't sure if it was going to be possible, but I wanted to do it. Kojak.
It was Kojak.
It's Kojak. I never met him still. He lives so far away. As we're doing this, I'm learning Portuguese, he's learning English. We didn't know any, it's just Google Tradutor, you know, like just that stuff. When he sent me the By the Funk packets, it was like maybe like 5 gigs, right, of music, just stuff, just everything. And I'm like, wow, okay, I finally have it. We're making this chill baile together in 2012. Yeah, me and Carlos met him on SoundCloud. My Portuguese was bad. I didn't know what was anything. I didn't know what a base was, a tambor, tamborzinho, tamborzão. I didn't, yeah, macubia or like atabaque. I didn't know none of that. I think I'm learning this as I go. So he did a great job helping me understand what it is that I'm making. Cause first albums I make, it's like the lyrics are so bad, bro. Like I didn't know. So, but you know, as I went, it's clean because the purpose of it is I wanted to have clean lyrics, so you can play it up, you know, for everybody and stuff. Shaka Lion is my brother, man. He's another person that contributed to my creative process. You know, you have some people that they just enjoy you, but some people they want to help. You know, Carlos, he wanted to help. Kojak wanted to help. Shaka Lion wanted to help. And there's a lot of more people that wanted to help, but this is just the 3 guys I can remember. I think one thing I want to let you know is that a lot of producers and a lot of artists, they hear a sound and they borrow it for a second, for a minute, for a little tiny second, and they move on to the next thing. I made a decision to keep funk in my music, so everything I do is like I'm gonna keep funk in it. It paid off because I could have just made this one song and then put it to the side and then did something else and then did something else. But I decided to connect with Brazil and be open to meet people from here because, believe it or not, Brazilians, this is a big world that no one knows about. That there's success. There's like everybody has their own fans. There's like a big market in Brazil that having success in Brazil, and you guys don't need the rest of the world to have that success, you know. But it's important when you have Americans, people from Great Britain, people from France, you know, all over the world having access to Brazilian music. When funk went to Paris and it went to, you know, the States, people started understanding that, okay, we need to pay more attention to what Brazil has to offer besides bossa nova and, you know, samba, you know, like
something new.
Something, yeah, exactly. So, and it's the music of the, you know, of the youth, of majority of people here live, you know, it comes from the favelas, you know. There was other Americans and DJs, they came first because, you know, they're old. I was a kid, you know, when they came. But they came to just show the funk and show people, hey, there's funk here. Look at the funk. Okay, now I'm one of the people that saw what MIA did and saw what Diplo did. And I said, okay, all right, great. I know funk now. I understand what funk is. How about we actually consume it and enjoy it as you know, as a world community?
I treat it as a culture.
Yeah.
Not like something like, yo, this is cool. Check this out.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, it's in America we call it like white privilege. You know, like what I know is true is now coming to Brazil for, you know, several times, is that like each city, they want to show what they have to offer. When funk went to Sao Paulo, that's when funk really ascended to internationally, because people, you know, they listen to like boom boom tam tam. That was like, you know, every white girl in high school knew that song, you know. In America, you know, they didn't know the lyrics, but it's just like you hear it, you know. So when it went to Sao Paulo, they had their style, and then Rio took it back, and they made it, you know, the fast funk, acelerada, and then you have places in like Recife and Fortaleza and stuff like that. They have brega funk, and it's just like slow, and you have people adding a rocha to stuff. And like you go to Belo Horizonte and you have like the weird baile and like dark baile. It's just they want to show what we have. You know, it's not just Rio and Sao Paulo. It's more than that. You know, and even in Rio, you have different funk parties that want to show how they do it. You know, Juramento, you know, baile da California, you know, baile do Colombia, Australia, you know, Alemão. It's their own thing, you know, it's really cool. Me and Kaytranada, we played a show. We played 2 shows, right? In Canada for 75 Canadian dollars. We had to share it. And I had to take a bus, and it was like 9.5 hours. And I was so happy. And the first party was shut down because of the police, the firefighter said it's a hazard. He said if fire broke out, there's no way to exit. Me and Kaytranada, and we shared a bed. I lay this way, he that way.
Lay that way.
Yeah. Influence right now, it's just the people like Decaps and Carlos and Vore have their own success and own identity, creating what I created, but taking it somewhere else. They have their own sound, man. You know, it's not like it doesn't sound like anything else. They took what someone else had and moved and pushed it forward. You know, that's what is the best thing about coming to Brazil and seeing that, is that you see people that you've helped become their own. You know. I'm becoming less of a tourist. That's what it is. I guess like a often goer, I guess. I don't know. So it's become this because we have a mission. Our mission is to connect Brazil to America, and not just the pop scene. It has to do with the underground that have the ideas but don't have the platform. Because we can easily just do the stuff with Godzilla and, you know, Anita, and, you know, do the you know, pop stuff. But that's great. But there's more stuff in Brazil that we have to expose to the world. So, but yeah, that's all I want to say.